So right off the top, I have to ask you, as someone that's in real estate, we've got our real estate mogul that is now our presumptive nominee for the GOP and Donald Trump. What are your initial thoughts?
I'm a Donald Trump fan before Donald Trump was running for president, and Donald Trump is a very good business owner, and I think that if he was to find his way into our White House, I think he would run our country probably the way that it should be run, like a business. So I'm a Donald Trump supporter, but it'll be interesting to see what happens in the next few months.
Wow, you're going to get trolled after this.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I'm going to change my name real quick.
But, you know, we are in Texas, so there's some like-minded folks in Texas, I feel. You know, certain segments, it's obviously changing. We're going to talk about real estate, and then we're going to talk about some fun stuff as well.
Let's go.
Because we've got some odd connections here in Dallas. We've only been here for about a year, so I have many questions for you about the Dallas scene. But first, let's talk about housing. So I moved here a little less than a year ago. I'm leasing a house. Don't know how long I'm going to be here. But I moved from California.
Right.
And the prices in California compared to Texas, I got to say, I was a little bit, the only thing that made me really excited to move to Dallas was I looked at the housing prices. So with the Californians moving here, are they going to ruin it for me?
I mean, it's supply and demand. And so I think that every person that moves here is one less home that's available. And so they're not going to ruin it. I think they're going to bring the prices in Dallas, Fort Worth, probably up to where they need to be. And the shell shock for someone like you from San Diego or from any coastal city is that you're shocked at how affordable it is. Mm-hmm. But obviously Dallas is not, it's never in the same conversation as in LA and New York and Miami, but it's climbing. And with every person that moves here, there's less supply and the demand continues to grow. So the short answer is I think it's going to get harder and harder to get in for the price that makes you feel good.
We're going to talk about some fun things now because you and I have some kind of different connections as well.
Yeah.
One of them being I'm a Bachelor fan, and
Same.
you are good friends with a former Bachelor now who has one of them that succeeded, if you will, that found love on television, and that is one Sean Lowe. So tell me about Sean for all the Bachelor fans that are watching TheBlaze.
Yeah, so I'll start by saying that Sean Lowe gives an incredible back rub. He looks really small on television, but his hands are gargantuan. So it's great. But in all seriousness, Sean he's a great Christian man. He's a great husband. He's one of my best friends, a business partner, but really just a mentor to me, just the way that he lives his life. And I was with him and Catherine last night, and obviously about to be parents for the first time. But just to see his journey as a man, as a Christian, as a husband, and as an almost father evolve in the public eye has been really just kind of fascinating to witness because he's done it right.
But we know that there's someone else that we have in common that is also on reality TV that also doesn't like to wear a shirt, and that is one Corey Brooks, who is now on the 18th season of Big Brother. Someone that you also know that's a native of Dallas, and I know Corey as well. So I know that you said you've been watching Hit or Miss. I won't tell Corey you said that. I'm going to tell him that you're a diehard fan.
Big time. Shirtless Corey. That's what we call him at the
Corey.
office.
I call him Corey with the kind eyes.
Wow.
Yeah, he took offense to that when I called him Corey with the kind eyes, but I've been watching him on Big Brother. He is like Sean in many ways. He's quiet, he's reserved, he seems like a good guy. Do you think that's going to hurt him in the cutthroat world of Big Brother?
I think it's going to help him build a brand pretty quickly because he stands out. You know, people like Sean and Corey, people at first don't really believe it, and then after they prove their authenticity, they kind of win over people, you know, much like Olivia. Just kidding. Yeah, I think Corey, I think he's fine. And people adore Corey, and just like reality TV, you don't really know somebody until you know him. And for me, I met Corey through a work experience, and I couldn't have been prouder to be around him at that time. And to see him on TV is fun, but you know, you got cameras all over you, and you got cargo shorts on and no shirt, something kind of changes. But you know, people are going to always rip somebody if they have the opportunity to, except for me.